is a way of writing very large and very small numbers. So when we have scientific notation, the 5.8, the first number has to be between 1 and 9, because you are multiplying it times 10 to a certain exponent. The exponent tells you how many decimal places you have. A positive exponent means you're dealing with a larger number. A negative exponent would mean you're dealing with a very small number. The first number has to be between 1 and 9 times 10 to an exponent. Now, I'm going to show you two different ways to multiply scientific notation. One way is by hand, one way is with the calculator. This is one of the things that we struggled with, is we didn't know how to use the calculators. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention. To multiply by hand, this is a multiplication problem, number 1, 5.8 times 10 to the 5th power, times, because it's parentheses, 6.4 times 10 to the 2nd power. I am going to multiply my decimals together, and you can use the calculator to do that, just like you would normally multiply any number. You're going to type 5.8 times 6.4. Jamie, now you can tell me.
37.12.
And we get 37, you said 0.12?
Yes.
Now, we just finished learning our laws of exponents, and when we are multiplying our bases, what do you do to the exponents? You add them. So we're going to take the exponent of 5 and the exponent of 2, and we're going to add them together, and we get times 10 to the 7th power. So let me say that one more time. 5.8 times 6.4 gave us 37.12. Because we were multiplying like bases, we added the exponent of 5 plus the exponent of 2, and we got the exponent of 7.
Okay. So
But this is not in scientific notation, because 37 is greater than 9. So I need to add one more decimal place. If you move the decimal one more time, then we're going to add one more exponent. So it's going to be 3.712 times 10 to the 8th power. One more time. 5.8 times 6.4 gave us 37.12. The exponent of 5 plus the exponent of 2 gave us 10 to the 7th power. But 37 was bigger than 9, so we had to move the decimal one more place to the left, which means we had to add one more decimal place, so that we got 3.712 times 10 to the 8th power. All right, now I'm going to show you how to do it on the calculator. Okay? I want you to type in the 5.7. Just 5.7.
5.8.
Sorry, thank you, 5.8. Sorry, the decimal 5.8. Now, right above the number 7, you should see a button. Nope. Listen carefully. You're typing in 5.8, and then look at the button that's right above the number 7. It's an EE button. This means scientific notation. So this button means times 10. Okay? So you're doing the 5.8, EE, and then what's your exponent? The first exponent, 5.
Alright, so that's 5, 8.
Hold on. Hold on. 5.8 EE 5 gets you the first number. Then hit times. Type in the second number. 6.4 EE 2.
Can you repeat 32? Oh, 32 or
Hold on.
Okay, I got it. 37.
I'll say it all one more time, just a second. When you type in 5.8 EE, that one button, 5, times 6.4 EE2, you get the answer 3712 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Okay. This is in standard form, but we want the answer to be in scientific notation. So starting right here, if I move my decimal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, we get that answer.
Oh, I need a
Okay?
I need help. I need help.
Number 2, we have 3.92 times 10 to the 6th power times 2.2 times 10 to the 4th power. So I'm going to multiply 3.92 times by 2.2. So we're going to multiply the first numbers, our decimals. 8.624. Now I'm going to take my exponents of 6 and my exponent of 4, and I'm going to add them so that I get times 10 to the 10th power. Our decimal, 8.624, is that less than 9?
Yes.
Yes, so I am done. I don't have to move the decimal anymore because it's already between 1 and 9. Now, let's check on the calculator to see if we can get the same answer. We're going to type into the calculator 3.92, the EE button, and the exponent of 6, times 2.2, the EE button, and the exponent of 4. And what do we get?
8.6.
So, and then it has a little 10 up here, right? So it already put it in scientific notation for you. You just need to write the little times 10. The exponent can be any number you want it to be. It's this decimal cannot be greater than 10, but your exponent can be greater than 10. All right. We're not quite done yet. I want to do these 2 division problems and then we'll be done. Not right now. Oh, both of them came back. Yes, you go. Yes, because I didn't realize that Frank came back too. All right. I'm going to do the division problems as well. You guys have done really well so far, and I appreciate that. Hopefully you can tell and you're understanding a little bit better today because it's quiet and you are listening. Sit down.
Put your name on the board.
I will. Thank you. For division, I'm going to turn the recording back on. Oh, it's been on the whole time. So all of that was recorded. All right. This is dividing. So, again, I'm going to show you how to do it separately and then show you how to do it in the calculator. We're going to take the decimal part and simply divide the decimals. So I'm going to divide 2.952 divided by 3.6, and you can just put that in your calculator. 0.82. Now, because it's a division problem and we have like bases, I'm going to subtract my exponents. So 6 minus 3 would be times 10 to the third power, because 6 minus 3 is 3. Now, 0.82 is too small of a number because it's less than 1. So I have to take away one of the decimal places. I'm going to move backwards and take one away. So I'm going to take away a decimal place so that it's 8.2. But if I take away a decimal, I have to take away an exponent. So that becomes times 10 to the second power. We had to take away a decimal, so we take away an exponent. Alright, I'm going to take my decimals. We're going to do by hand first and then plug it into the calculator. 2.052 divided by 5.4. Just divide the decimals first. And what do we get? 0.38. Then what am I going to do to these exponents? Subtract the exponents because it was a division problem. So I have 7 minus 4 would be times 10 to the third power. But we know that 0.38 is too small. So I need to take one of the decimals away, which means I have to take an exponent away, so that I get 3.8 times 10 to the second power. If I were to do this in the calculator, I would do 2.052 EE 7 divided by 5.4 EE 4, and we should get 380. That's a whole number, but I need to move the decimal 2 places so that I get my scientific notation of 3.8 times 10 to the second power.